Hello. Welcome to our Business Professionals channel. Today we will begin with the first topic in the field of business administration. Management. What will you learn today? Lesson 1, Management Definition. Lesson 2, Organizational Performance. Lesson 3, Management versus Administration. Lesson 4, Management Features and Functions. Lesson 5, Levels of Management. Lesson 6, Roles of Manager and Managerial Skills. Finally, refresh your knowledge with some questions and answers. Wherever there is management, there is a purpose. Management deals with the achievement of something definite expressed as a goal or objective. Management success is commonly measured by the extent to which objectives are achieved. Management exists because it is an effective means of getting the necessary work accomplished. Lesson 1. What is management? The act of organizing people to achieve desired goals and objectives while effectively and efficiently utilizing the resources available. In order to achieve a goal, an organization, a group of one or more individuals or entities, or effort must be planned, organized, staffed, led, coordinated, and controlled. The resources include men, money, materials, machines, methods, and marketplaces. These are the 6 fundamental inputs used in the management process, sometimes known as the 6 Ms of management, and the outcome is the achievement of goals. It is the outcome of inputs and is made available by effective management procedures. Lesson 2. Organizational Performance. It can be defined as organizational performance comprises the actual output or results of an organization as measured against its intended outputs, or goals and objectives. Organization performance breaks down into 3 operational terms: financial or economic performance, operational performance, and human capital performance. The economic performance of the organization looks at the financial and market outcomes, which include topics like profits, sales, return on investment, and other financial metrics. The operational performance of the organization focuses on observable indices like customer satisfaction and loyalty, the firm's social capital, and competitive edge derived from capabilities and resources. The human capital performance of the organization, which covers topics around employee engagement, culture, development and internal promotion opportunities, etc. Effectiveness is about doing the right task, completing activities and achieving goals. Efficiency is about doing things in an optimal way, for example doing it the fastest or in the least expensive way. We all need to be efficient, but efficiency is at its best when it contributes to effectiveness. Organizational efficiency will be the degree of organization's ability to fulfill its mission with the smallest costs or resources. As any organization is created for a cause, it should better be created in such a way that it costs less to its creators, or owners, operators, employees, etc., to get to the desired goals. That may require process improvement, but more than anything, finding the right people to do the job. The efficiency may be ultimately measured in monetary terms. While the organization's effectiveness, which is the organization's ability to meet its objectives. Although this is quite often implied, the most effective organization is not necessarily the most efficient. Organizational effectiveness of a business is assessed by comparing its profitability with some target or baseline profitability benchmark. Factors of organizational performance. Organizations are not all the same. There are a number of factors that differentiate each and every one of them, and these factors can be related to both the objective of the organization and the strategies and tools chosen to work towards achieving those objectives. These factors, that determine the organization's activities, goals, and work structure, can be grouped into external factors. These factors are those surrounding the organization and are not under its control, but still affect its development, performance, and structure. They include economic factors, socio-economic factors, political administrative factors, internal factors. These are those factors within the organization, characteristics such as purpose, mission, values, instruments, etc. Individual choice factors, teams or individual decisions about expected costs and or benefits. Administration versus management. Theoretically, it can be said that both are different terms, but practically, you will find that the terms are more or less same. You would have noticed that a manager performs both administrative and functional activities. Although the managers who are working on the topmost level are said to be the part of administration, whereas the managers working on the middle or lower level represents management. So, we can say that administration is above management. The major differences between management and administration are given below. 1. Management is a systematic way of managing people and things within the organization. The administration is defined as an act of administering the whole organization by a group of people. 2. Management is an activity of business and functional level, whereas administration is a high-level activity. 3. While management focuses on policy implementation, policy formulation is performed by the administration. 4. Functions of administration include legislation and determination. Conversely, functions of management are executive and governing. 5. Administration takes all the important decisions of the organization, while management makes decisions under the boundaries set by the administration. 6. A group of persons, who are employees of the organization, is collectively known as management. On the other hand, administration represents the owners of the organization. 7. Management can be seen in the profit-making organization like business enterprises. Conversely, the administration is found in government and military offices, clubs, hospitals, religious organizations, and all the non-profit-making enterprises. 8. Management is all about plans and actions, but the administration is concerned with framing policies and setting objectives. 9. Management plays an executive role in the organization. Unlike administration, whose role is decisive in nature. 10. The manager looks after the management of the organization, whereas administrator is responsible for the administration of the organization. 11. Management focuses on managing people and their work. On the other hand, administration focuses on making the best possible utilization of the organization's resources. Features of management. Management is goal-oriented. Management integrates human, physical, and financial resources. Management is continuous. Management is all-pervasive. Management is a group activity. Management functions. According to Henry Fayol, to manage is to forecast and plan, to organize, to command, and to control. Whereas Luther Gulick has given a keyword postcorp where P stands for planning, O for organizing, S for staffing, D for directing, CO for coordination, R for reporting, and B for budgeting. But the most widely accepted are functions of management given by Kuntz and O'Donnell, i.e. planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and controlling. Planning. It is the basic function of management. Planning is determination of courses of action to achieve desired goals. Thus, planning is a systematic thinking about ways and means for accomplishment of predetermined goals. Planning is necessary to ensure proper utilization of human and non-human resources. It is all-pervasive, it is an intellectual activity, and it also helps in avoiding confusion, uncertainties, risks, wastages, etc. Organizing. It is the process of bringing together physical, financial, and human resources and developing productive relationship amongst them for achievement of organizational goals. According to Henry Fayol, to organize a business is to provide it with everything useful or its functioning, i.e. raw material, tools, capital, and personnels. To organize a business involves determining and providing human and non-human resources to the organizational structure. Organizing as a process involves identification of activities, classification of grouping of activities, assignment of duties, delegation of authority and creation of responsibility, coordinating authority and responsibility relationships. Staffing. The main purpose of staffing is to put right man on right job. According to Coates and O'Donnell, managerial function of staffing involves manning the organization structure through proper and effective selection, appraisal and development of personnel to fill the roles designed in the structure. Staffing involves manpower planning, estimating manpower in terms of searching, choose the person and giving the right place. Recruitment, selection and placement. Training and development. Remuneration. Performance appraisal. Promotions and transfer. Directing. It is that part of managerial function which actuates the organizational methods to work efficiently for achievement of organizational purposes. Direction is that inert personnel aspect of management which deals directly with influencing, guiding, supervising, motivating subordinate for the achievement of organizational goals. Direction has following elements: supervision, motivation, leadership, communication. Controlling. It implies measurement of accomplishment against the standards and correction of deviation if any to ensure achievement of organizational goals. The purpose of controlling is to ensure that everything occurs in conformities with the standards. An efficient system of control helps to predict deviations before they actually occur. According to Kuntz and O'Donnell, controlling is the measurement and correction of performance activities of subordinates in order to make sure that the enterprise objectives and plans desired to obtain them as being accomplished. Therefore, controlling has following steps. A. Establishment of standard performance. B. Measurement of actual performance. C. Comparison of actual performance with the standards and finding out deviation if any. D. Corrective action. Lesson 5. The level of management. The level of management determines a chain of command, the amount of authority and status enjoyed by any managerial position. The levels of management can be classified in 3 broad categories. 1. Top-level administrative level. 2. Middle-level executory. 3. Low-level supervisory operative first-line managers. 1. Top level of management. It consists of board of directors, chief executive or managing director. The top management is the ultimate source of authority and it manages goals and policies for an enterprise. It devotes more time on planning and coordinating functions. The role of the top management can be summarized as follows. A. Top management lays down the objectives and broad policies of the enterprise. B. It issues necessary instructions for preparation of department budgets, procedures, schedules, etc. C. It prepares strategic plans and policies for the enterprise. D. It appoints the executive for middle level, i.e. departmental managers. E. It controls and coordinates the activities of all the departments. F. It is also responsible for maintaining a contact with the outside world. G. It provides guidance and direction. H. The top management is also responsible towards the shareholders for the performance of the enterprise. 2. Middle level of management. The branch managers and departmental managers constitute middle level. They are responsible to the top management for the functioning of their department. They devote more time to organizational and directional functions. In small organization, there is only one layer of middle level of management, but in big enterprises, there may be senior and junior middle level management. Their role can be emphasized as A. They execute the plans of the organization in accordance with the policies and directives of the top management. B. They make plans for the subunits of the organization. C. They participate in employment and training of lower level management. D. They interpret and explain policies from top-level management to lower level. E. They are responsible for coordinating the activities within the division or department. F. It also sends important reports and other important data to top-level management. G. They evaluate performance of junior managers. H. They are also responsible for inspiring lower-level managers towards better performance. 3. Lower level of management. Lower level is also known as supervisory operative level of management. It consists of supervisors, foremen, section officers, superintendent, etc. According to R.C. Davis, supervisory management refers to those executives whose work has to be largely with personal oversight and direction of operative employees. In other words, they are concerned with direction and controlling function of management. Their activities include A. Assigning of jobs and tasks to various workers. B. They guide and instruct workers for day-to-day activities. C. They are responsible for the quality as well as quantity of production. D. They are also entrusted with the responsibility of maintaining good relation in the organization. E. They communicate workers' problems, suggestions, and recommendatory appeals etc. to the higher level and higher level goals and objectives to the workers. F. They help to solve the grievances of the workers. G. They supervise and guide the subordinates. H. They are responsible for providing training to the workers. I. They arrange necessary materials, machines, tools etc. for getting the things done. J. They prepare periodical reports about the performance of the workers. K. They ensure discipline in the enterprise. L. They motivate workers. M. They are the image builders of the enterprise because they are in direct contact with the workers. Lesson 6. Roles of manager and managerial skills. Managers are the people responsible for supervising the use of an organization's resources to meet its goals. The manager's functions are many and varied, including hiring and staffing, training new employees, coaching and developing existing employees, dealing with performance problems and terminations, supporting problem resolution and decision-making, conducting timely performance evaluations, translating corporate goals into functional and individual goals, monitoring performance and initiating action to strengthen results, monitoring and controlling expenses and budgets, tracking and reporting scorecard results to senior management, planning and goal setting for future periods. What are the roles that managers play in organizations? There are 3 core management roles. Roles of manager. Henry Mintzberg identified 10 different roles, separated into 3 categories. The categories he defined are as follows. A. Interpersonal roles. The ones that, like the name suggests, involve people and other ceremonial duties. It can be further classified as follows. Leader, responsible for staffing, training, and associated duties. Figurehead, the symbolic head of the organization. Liaison, maintains the communication between all contacts and informers that compose the organizational network. B. Informational roles. Related to collecting, receiving, and disseminating information. Monitor, personally seek and receive information, to be able to understand the organization. Disseminator, transmits all import information received from outsiders to the members of the organization. Spokesperson, on the contrary to the above role, here the manager transmits the organization's plans, policies, and actions to outsiders. C. Decisional roles. Roles that revolve around making choices. Entrepreneur, seeks opportunities. Basically they search for change, respond to it, and exploit it. Negotiator, represents the organization at major negotiations. Resource allocator, makes or approves all significant decisions related to the allocation of resources. Disturbance handler, responsible for corrective action when the organization faces disturbances. Essential skills of the manager. There are 4 skills of managers are expected to have ability of. 1. Technical skills. Technical skills that reflect both an understanding of and a proficiency in a specialized field. For example, a manager may have technical skills in accounting, finance, engineering, manufacturing, or computer science. 2. Human skills. Human skills are skills associated with managers' ability to work well with others, both as a member of a group and as a leader who gets things done through other. 3. Concept skills. Conceptual skills related to the ability to visualize the organization as a whole, discern interrelationships among organizational parts, and understand how the organization fits into the wider context of the industry, community, and world. Conceptual skills, coupled with technical skills, human skills, and knowledge base, are important ingredients in organizational performance. 4. Design skills. It is the ability to solve the problems in ways that will benefit the enterprise. Managers must be able to solve the problems. Managers perform a variety of roles in organizations, but amongst one of the most important functions they perform is communicating with direct reports to help their organizations achieve and exceed goals. Managers perform 3 major types of roles within organizations: interpersonal roles, informational roles, and decisional roles. The extent of each of these roles depends on the manager's position within the organizational hierarchy. Revision. Management as a systematic process of planning, organizing, staffing, leading and controlling. As managers, people carry out the managerial functions of planning, organizing, staffing, leading, and controlling. The concepts and activities of management apply to all levels of management, as well as to all types of organizations and activities managed. The aim of all managers is universal, to create a surplus. Management identifies a special group of people whose job is to direct the effort and activities of other people towards common objectives. Management is concerned with productivity, thereby implying efficiency and effectiveness. Factors of production of an organization such as labor, capital, land, equipment, etc. are used efficiently and effectively prepared through management for achieving organizational goals. Management has to pay attention to fulfilling the objectives of the interested parties. Management is the art and science of getting work done by other peoples. Maximum results with the minimum of efforts is the motto of management of any organization. Questions and answers. 1. Define management. Management is the art and science of getting the objective of the organization accomplished through and with people. 2. Mention the role of managers, any two. Interpersonal and informational roles. 3. What are the various functions of management? Planning, organizing, staffing, directing and controlling. 4. Define administration. Administration is that part of management which is connected with the installation and carrying out of the procedures by which the program is laid down and communicated and the progress of activities is resulted and checked against the plans. 5. Is managing a science or an art? It is the organized knowledge that constitutes a science, and managing as a practice is an art. Science and art are complementary and not exclusive. 6. What is different between authority and responsibility? Authority is the power given to a person to get work from his subordinates. Whereas responsibility is the amount of work expected from a man by his superior. 7. What is unity of command? Unity of command provides that an employee is responsible to only one supervisor. No man can have two bosses. An employee must receive orders and instructions from only one supervisor. 8. How does effectiveness differ from efficiency? Effectiveness is doing the right things, while efficiency is doing things right. 9. Define planning. Planning is the process of selecting the objectives and determining the course of action required to achieve these objectives. 10. What are the advantages of planning? 1. It helps in achieving objectives. 2. Better utilization of resources. 3. Economy of operation. 4. Effective control. 5. Coordination.